Capricho!
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Cho Super Hyper Podcast.
Woo!
We're back. We're going to talk about this past weekend superhero time, and we are pumped. We've got a new season of Kamen Rider. We've kind of got a new season of King-Ohger.
Yeah, it feels like it.
We're going to do our best. We know we've been doing 2-hour episodes lately. Actually, first off, I'm Super Blastex.
And I'm Toku Tony.
And we're thankful for you listening, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe wherever you're listening to this to be it TikTok, via clip, or come back to YouTube so you can subscribe.
Yes,
check us out. But yeah, we're really excited because this superhero time, as you can see from the picture we have up, it's a new era, a new age already. New. And they do this every time there's a new writer or a new Sentai. They update the superhero time imagery. And no different this time. This time, they do the actor version and then also the suit version. We have here the actor version.
And it looks pretty good. I mean, I don't know who the suit version is. Oh.
Cool.
Yeah, it looks good.
It's really, really grainy, really bad picture. I got it from Tokupedia. We'll see if we can find a better one later, but right now we've got these two. Excuse me, I snapped this from my phone when I was watching the episode.
That's right.
And I scrambled to it because I saw it was coming. And I was like, close all notifications, like make it bigger. I guess this is as big as I got it, and I just snapped it. That's why Ran Jimeno's eyes are closed.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I love that rooftop picture. I love that set. It's so good. They use it for everything.
Yeah.
Rooftops and Toku always remind me of X-Aid.
Yeah.
Brings good back memories.
Yeah.
So we got new stuff.
Yeah, and again, we know we've been doing really long podcasts lately. The first one back was kind of justified because we came back and we sort of had to cover everything we missed. And then last week's was 2 hours long, but that was also kind of justified because it was the finale of Geats.
Right.
We had to cover that. And then it was also the finale of Chapter 1, King-Ohger. And then I want to say this one's justified as well because it's the first episode of Gotchard. But I do still want to run through it, get a little faster so that we can have these episodes be more digestible. More people click, more people stay, and you'll get to hear more of it. So, I know we would usually talk about how our week was for about an hour.
Oh yeah, about that.
30 minutes it's me, 30 minutes Tony. But let's sort of shorten that up. So, hey Tony.
Howdy.
How was your week?
It was pretty good. It's getting a lot colder here in Texas.
I wouldn't say a lot, but yeah.
Yeah, it's going down about 4 degrees less. That's not much from 104. But the thing I look forward to last week was me getting this new interface. So I talked to you off podcast about getting new stuff for how we do this. Nothing's gonna change about how we do this on your setup, but for me, and I have this new MacBook and I can power a lot of stuff with it now. I have this new audio interface. I got these 2 mics for us a long time ago. They come with XLR cable connection, which is good because we can utilize it's like future proofing. Right now we're connected through USB into the computer, but with this interface, we can do XLR cables, analog audio, straight into this thing and then straight into my MacBook. If you're not like an audiophile, which I guess I'm like on that edge of like not being and being. If you're not an audiophile, you won't notice a difference at all. It'll just sound the same because these mics are really good. And the way we record it, the way that we process it is good as well. But if you're not an audiophile, you won't know the difference. But for me, I like it a lot. It is very, very cool. Just tech stuff. For anyone wondering, I got the Scarlet 2i2, the 4th generation. It just came out too. Whenever I was looking to get the interface, like finally deciding, okay, I'll get this Scarlet instead of what I was originally planning on getting, which I'll get into. The 4th generation had just come out. Like my Scarlet that I have right now, the interface, that 4th generation came out like a week ago, and I got it on Amazon for $200.
Wow.
Ridiculous. But
wow.
You know, to me it's worth it because it's like an investment. I'm not just going to use it for like a week and then be done with it like most of my other hobbies in the past. This is like, I can use this for multiple different things, for multiple different people and processes and all that. It was either that, which is, you know, mic interface 2x2, or the PodTrack P4, which is a 4 input mobile recorder, which is even cooler, but it's a little old and the build quality of it is all plastic, which, you know, it's a lot cheaper. It was actually cheaper than the 2i2. That was also a good option for like mobile podcast if you don't want to have like how you say, like how I'm doing right now with a MacBook and then an interface and then you know, all the programs that I have in it and then have to post process it. You could just get that PodTrack P4. That itself is a recorder. You plug in a SD card, you plug in the mics, XLR cable connections from the top into the mics, and then you're ready to go. It's like a podcast right then and there. It is super convenient. It's very cool. But I decided to get the 2i2 instead just because it brand new, just came out. I wanted to utilize all the features that came with it, but it just seemed like a better option at the time because I'm not going to be mobile with any of these podcasts anytime soon. Up until next year, whenever we go to Morphicon.
Yeah, you really thought ahead about this. Like,
oh yeah. I'm really trying to, you know, with my finances, future-proof the stuff, the things I want to get, like how you were telling me last month, or last episode about the Gotchard drivers.
Yeah.
Get it now, and not try
Did
to...
I say that on the podcast?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like get it now, and then not waste another maybe $100 getting the same thing I could have got while it was going on during the show.
Yeah, Gotchard.
Yes.
Anything else happened in your week?
No, actually, I was reminiscing on Twitter about all of the cast member photos for Geets. So sad that it's over. I'm still like reeling back from it. I don't know if you can see from the mirror.
No.
But I'm looking at a picture of the whole cast with you know, their flowers and everything in a green screen background.
Okay.
Oh, so nice.
The
Oh no, that was it.
Okay.
That was the big development because it's so cool. For me. What's up?
Thanks for asking. My weekend.
Oh, I see.
Or my last week.
Blast X, how was your week?
Thank you for asking. This past week, I've just been working more. Inside Baseball, they rearranged the rooms I'm working in physically, so the classes are changed.
Oh.
And now I have a different class I'm working with basically. It's still the special kids.
Oh, okay.
So I'm still enjoying it and everything. It's still work, you know. And I got in, thank you, Tony, my Rumagine mini pla.
Yeah.
So I plan on working on that sometime, I think maybe tomorrow, because it is a 3-day weekend.
Yes, I'm so excited about that.
And I wanted to make at least one model kit this weekend. I also got Dyreno.
Yeah.
But I haven't even opened that box yet. Like the box it came in from To Collectibles. Because I wanted to make a TikTok out of it.
Nice.
But we'll see if I actually do that. And I got reminiscing about King-Ohger. because of what's going to happen in King-Ohger.
Mm-hmm.
So I went and dug through my box of stored Yudo, Sodo, and Mini-Pla, and I pulled out all my Kyoryuger Mini-Pla.
Yeah.
They are 10 years old, and you can tell because the stickers are bunk, and there's little articulation, but they are so cool. I love these little guys. You're right next to one of them, a Brachio.
Yeah. It's so
Brachiogas. Excuse me.
It's so strange because I'm looking at Brachius, and then right behind it is that monster,
Titanus
and
from Power Rangers,
and it looks so good. Comparatively, that's whoa, man.
Yeah,
it's crazy looking.
Yeah. So yeah, basically this week nothing much really happened in terms of things happening. Still love Mini-Pla, all that good stuff.
Yeah, I'm still trying desperately on my hands and knees looking for Soto Geets ID2. ID2 eludes me. And
we're sending the call out. If you're listening, you know how to get that. Help us out.
Please, I will not. Okay. Let me know where I can buy it. Maybe I can buy it off somebody. I'm not going to pay more than $10 for how much it was originally.
More than $10 more than what it was plus $10.
Yes.
Good luck.
I'll even buy
literally good luck.
I'll even buy the individual. Like I just want Keiwa. Just give me Keiwa.
Even though you already ordered it.
Even though I already ordered it, yes. Okay. I want doubles. I have double decade.
You have triple decade.
Oh, I do. I have decade that I made. Decade that can be made whenever I want because it's just crappy boxes that came in it. And then another decade that is
Naza decade.
Super premium boxing. Like when Mandarake sent it, it was like legit. I think it was like 100 yen more than the rest of them. But like it's like all taped up and aluminum-ed. It is so nice. It's like display level. It looks so good. Also, that's a little fun thing I like to do. While I'm Mandarake searching, I always check decade because whenever there's a decade coming up, I always want another one. Because when Ride 2 came out, or Ride 1...
Folks, if there was a camera, I would have looked at the camera right there and then.
He's looking at me like that, like Jim from The Office. Ride 1 came with 3 decades. I feel like I got cheated out of that because I have everything from Ride 1 except for the 3 decades, so I'm just going to get everyone I can.
Make a Sodo.
I
make them. You have all the boxes.
I have a backlog. It's going to be comedic whenever I actually film it. But I have a backlog of like, I want to say 30 to 50 Soto. That's just in a box. A large box.
I think I do too, but it's closer to 30.
Yeah.
Well, definitely less than 30.
But also you have like a legitimate reason for not doing the Soto. You're into Mini-Pla.
I don't have. That's not a good reason. I just haven't done it because I don't really have anywhere to display them.
Yeah, that's true.
Right now.
I mean, me too. I'm trying to get that bookcase again. Another one of my bookcases.
Yeah, Naza bookcase.
Naza bookcase. Yeah.
Okay. Well, hopefully. Okay. How about this?
Yeah.
Next time we have another podcast episode.
Okay.
We both should have finished at least
you're trying to think of your expectations, right?
Yeah, because I can knock out Vrumagine tomorrow.
Right. You probably will.
We should do 2 to 3 Sotos.
Okay.
Finish 2 to 3 Sotos.
Definitely.
I also knock that out tomorrow.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna do Invincible Jean, Black Aguilera, maybe Base Nago. That's a good 3.
Ooh, that's a good.
If I don't get to 3, I'll do 2. It'd be the first 2 I said.
Okay.
Nago will be extra.
Okay.
Do you have an idea for what you want to do tomorrow?
I'm thinking about it right now.
You want to do period?
Definitely the first one would be what's his name?
Do you have an extra boxed Holy Live as well?
I do not. That's the only character that I love that I don't have an extra of. No, the one I'm definitely doing is Don. God, I forget his name.
Murasame?
Don Murasame. I got his box. I love purple characters. I got his box so long ago, and it's just sitting on my desk. Never opened it. I bought it, and I thought, yeah, I'm so excited to build this. Never did it. So Don Murasame, number 1. That's Yuro. I guess that counts. And then 2, I want to at least do Metsubo Jinrai, another purple character.
Oh yeah, you.
Oh my god, there you go. So I have all of Kuga Chronicle, all of their original Kuga Chronicle, which is base, and then the armor form. The only Kuga Chronicle I haven't done yet is the purple sword form Kuga.
Okay, there you go.
I could do purple 3s.
There you go.
I'm loving it.
We have themes for what we're doing. It's good.
What's your
theme?
What's your theme?
Invincible Jean.
Uh-huh.
Black Aguilera.
Okay.
And Nago.
You're doing yellow characters.
Wow. Yeah.
You're doing the ladies.
Yeah. Cool. Okay.
Yeah, awesome.
So, now that we have our goals, we're going to get those done.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm going to set myself an extra one of actually finishing Ruma Jean Mini Plow.
Bonus points if you can film it. Put that up as content.
If I film it, I feel like I make it a stream.
Okay.
It'll just be one long stream.
Yeah.
We'll see. Okay. Let's get into... No, before that. We messed with this last week. We're going to do it again this week.
Okay, yeah.
Let's take a break.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
And then go into our discussion of superhero time this week. So we'll be right back. All right. Gotchard, episode 1. Let's go into
superhero time.
Let's do it. So what'd you think?
This is a crazy first episode. My initial thoughts at seeing everything, I was a little turned around because it looks so much like an Ultraman.
Yeah.
It looks fucking crazy. It looks like an Ultraman. It looks like a show.
It looks like it was shot like an Ultraman. He's not saying like an Ultraman type of show, just the camera work and the sets.
Yeah, the sets, definitely. The sets,
lighting.
The lighting, and the angles of the shots, man, Ultraman all the way. But my initial thoughts of this episode is it's very fast paced. We're getting into it crazy quick, which I'm loving.
Okay.
And I love that Kamen Rider is traditionally a more serious show, like because it's a drama. I love that this is super magical. Yeah. It's not taking itself too seriously. I love that so much. It's treating itself like a Saturday morning cartoon. Yeah. And I love that. And I can't wait to see all the backstories from these guys.
I do enjoy that they are taking it more lighthearted. I've been wanting that. Geats, that was not. Revice, no.
It had its moments.
Saber, no. 01, not really. So this one definitely felt more fun and more my style, honestly. Real quick, theme song.
So before the episodes aired, I don't know if it was a leak.
Supposedly it leaked, yeah.
Supposedly it leaked. We heard the theme song for Gotchard. It's in the episode, but we heard the full thing, or the
TV size.
The TV size one. So before watching the first episode, hearing the music, it felt like Sonic.
Yeah, that's what I said. When I first heard it, I was like, wow, this is a Sonic.
Yeah.
Crush Blue, Crush 44. Is Crush 44?
Apple 44.
No.
Crush 44, I'm not too sure.
Blue 44? That band that does all those Sonic songs. I'm sorry. Come at me. No, actually, don't come at me.
Don't actually.
It sounded like the song, not the lyrics, obviously, but the song sounds very Sonic, like happy and fun and fast.
Yes.
And again, that leads to the tone of the show, except for these parts when we're in this weird world.
It was literally just like the first 5 minutes.
Yeah. I did enjoy that part of it. That it feels more fun. It immediately does not feel like I'm sure it will get to that, but it doesn't feel like the entire world is stakes yet.
Yeah.
It'll build up to that for sure, and I'm sure maybe it is even now, but they didn't explicitly say that. They didn't explicitly say in the first episode, hurry, if you're not Gotchard, the entire world. I mean, they did say something about the balance.
Yeah, with the belt, something like that.
Oh, you know what? That's going to play into the way the cards. I think Hopper 1 is 1, and then Steamliner is 9. Put them together, it's 10.
That's right.
The rider forms are sets of 10. So that's probably all they mean by that.
Do you remember what I said? What I described the theme song as? Because I heard it before you, and
your favorite kind of rock.
Yes, my favorite kind of something rock.
Ohio.
No.
Emo Ohio.
There you go. But it felt, because I heard it and then I came in here and I was like, dude, this is straight up like how my kind of rock is. Growing up in the early 2000s, I love the early 2000s.
You grew up in the late 2000s, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, I grew up on your music. So, and you know, our brother's music, Omar.
Yeah.
It felt like early 2000s Midwest rock. Not emo Midwest rock.
Yeah.
Like happy Midwest rock.
Yeah.
I can't pick like a definite artist because they all turned emo.
There's a place on Ocean Avenue.
Yes. And also, not rock, but ska. Superman, it felt like that. Goldfinger.
I don't think so.
It felt like a little bit. Obviously,
Almighty.
It's not ska. Almighty.
Almighty is ska.
Almighty is super ska.
And I don't think I compare Almighty to this.
No.
Another thing I've seen in Discord and Twitter comments and stuff is it sounds like an anime-ass anime intro.
Definitely. When we heard it, oh, this is funny. When we heard it, I heard it first. You were hearing it live. I was reacting to you. You asked me, how many times do you think that shot's gonna be where he's Gotchard and he's putting his hand into the camera with all the cards
in
around
the
him
intro.
In the intro.
And of course, we didn't get the intro in the first episode because we never do.
But it's gonna happen.
But yeah, that will happen, and it's gonna. Yeah, you if you're listening to this and you know Tokusatsu, you know exactly what shot I'm talking about.
This is anime, dude.
Yeah, and it was cool.
Yeah.
My main gripe with the show, it's not one that the show can really control, except it's the show's fault, is the cards.
Yeah.
I don't like that. That is how they're doing it. Like,
right.
The trading card version of it, where you get blind packs and everything.
Yeah, like Pokemon cards.
Yeah, like trading cards. It's infuriating because I've seen reports of people getting a whole box and only getting one of a card.
Oh God.
And of course, not completing a set by buying a box. Except the zero set does get you every card.
Yeah, zero set is confirmed everything.
But so far, the first one does not.
Yeah.
That is whack.
It's totally whack.
So it shouldn't, but it does make me think like, oh man, that looks cool. I would like that, but who knows if I'll get it?
Yeah.
That card.
You're gonna be
not that I would.
You're gonna be up at 2 a.m. on eBay, just like looking for those Pokemon cards.
And we mentioned earlier. Sorry. I'm just going to say this real quick.
Hey.
We did mention earlier that we do plan on going to Power Morphicon next year.
Absolutely.
So thinking about how they're going to probably have these cards there for sale, loose ones, I can only imagine. I mean, it's going to look like when we go to like Pokemon card events, how they're going to have some cards priced more than others, or they're going to have them loose, which ones are going to be super common. And for some reason, that gives me more repulsion. That's a strong word.
That's a strong word.
It gives me more hesitation to get into this.
Okay.
Than regular rider gimmicks.
Mm-hmm.
Because regular rider gimmicks, to me at least, are more toy-etic.
Right.
Where they are a little thing, a little gizmo. But before we even watched these episodes today, you got out your ride watches because we were looking at those.
Yeah.
And then they announced a super premium belt for Zio.
So those of you that know me know that I love Huga, Decade, Zio. I just like the Memora stuff. Them announcing, me getting all my ride watches out today, and then immediately them announcing that, it's like, and then Gotchard's coming up good. This is my year. This is Kamen Rider coming back.
Yeah.
Definitely.
In September, it's his year.
Right. I like the way that the story is going. I know we didn't really talk about the story that much right now, but the main character, it feels like the girl is supposed to be the main character. And I really like that. Yeah. I like that a lot.
I have read that they are writing it and treating it as co-main characters.
Right.
So that's not just a boy's story, it's both of their stories. And supposedly they're dipping their toe into the waters of toying with the idea of a girl main character.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy that when we get a girl henching at the beginning of a show.
All right.
Not even being the main writer.
Uh-huh.
If in the first episode a girl henchins along with the main guy,
right,
then I'll be like, because right now she's not. I mean, I guess she could be a hero, but she's not a.
Technically, she did henshin first.
Writer here. Yeah.
Technically.
But not a. She didn't call it out.
No, she didn't.
She didn't henshin. Traditionally henshin. Has there been a female that henshin at the beginning of a show?
Jaguar.
No, right? Jaguar.
01.
Jaguar.
Cheetah.
Yeah, but was that the first episode? Did she?
It
wasn't.
It was. Yeah, it was before Vulcan even was there.
Yeah, you might be right. I don't remember. But she was cool. I have her in her forms.
Yeah.
Except for Jackal.
How do you feel about the how you say the world power of this series? It's alchemy and magic.
I think it's better because before it was kind of just god magic, kind of. But it being alchemy, roots it more. But I think they can still play around with it, where they can be like, "Oh, look, I made this spell. Oh, it made my hair purple," instead of like snap your fingers and everybody has their belt back. I know that happened at the end of Geats. It wasn't during it, but there was instances in Geats where things just happened because god magic or whatever. But I like here it is more grounded, and I know I'm saying that I like the more goofy, fun stuff, and I'm saying I like that this is grounded. But I think if they can mix this grounded magic set with a fun, goofier vibe of show, I think that works better than serious god magic and serious, situations and stuff.
Definitely. This seems like how you were saying with Geats, you wanted something new and like good and fresh. This seems like a breath of fresh air for the series, definitely.
Yeah. It
seems like this might be like how Dawn Brothers started the trend of new weird stuff. This could be the start of something in that trend of like new and weird stuff. Yeah.
I mean, I also do like that this is the first time in a while we don't already know who the secondary writer is.
Yeah.
Even if there is a secondary writer.
Who knows?
Because the guy here, I don't know if he is a secondary writer, even though he was at the beginning picture. And in these beginning pictures...
Yeah, who's that?
Yeah, you see him on the very, very, very right there?
Yeah, who the hell?
Valvard or Valvard, whatever.
Valvard.
He has that wrench knife sword or whatever, but he does not have a rider belt. I think he only takes one card to henshin.
Oh.
I think. So he's not necessarily a second rider, but he is here with the heroes. So he's definitely a main cast member. So we'll see what happens
He's also a purple, which means he's automatically good, like best writer in the show.
Okay.
No.
Your favorite writer in yeah, so your favorite writer in Geats is Buffa.
Is Buffa, but it's not.
Okay.
It's green Kamen Rider.
So your favorite writer in Saber is There's not a purple one in there.
There is.
Purple?
Purple and Saber?
In Saber?
Yeah.
Who?
What's his name? Here, I'll pull it up.
Not Slash, he's pink.
No. Hold on.
Oh, you're right. Smog Dragon.
Yeah.
Is it Smog Dragon?
No. Kamen Rider, Saber, purple. So you're talking about Saber, right? And
yeah,
purple rider.
Yeah.
Caliber?
That guy.
Yeah, he's like the main guy.
Whatever his name is. He was the bad guy.
Yeah.
And then, spoiler alert, Yellow turns into him for a little bit. What a weird show.
So it's weird that you say that because Caliber had 3 different people as Caliber.
Yeah, and the last one was the wildest one.
Yeah.
No, we don't get into it because
I'm looking up right here. It's not a driver. It's a Valve draw card buckle.
Yeah.
It's like a belt buckle.
Yeah.
Which, the technicalities of writer, who knows what that could be? Like what the category you want to put that in. It's up for speculation.
Extra hero, I don't know.
Yeah.
Banglai hero. Then 01 Hirobi was the purple.
Hirobi, I love Hirobi.
Bad guy.
Yeah.
And then
I like Jin a lot more as a character, his arc.
I kind of want to rewatch, and this is gonna sound bad, Zio.
Really?
But let's get into that later. Yeah.
Okay,
just because I miss, it'd be fun to see Emu again.
Listeners, just to date this, we like how you said we just got the announcement for the ride watches. That also came with an announcement of a DX high spec belt, like how they did.
Yeah, I mentioned that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that is ridiculous. It's only 5 years later and they're doing this. That means something's coming up big. Because DivKid was rumored for a long time to be in the show as a third writer, tertiary writer.
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything about Zio, but the fact that they're pushing this so far in, like how we have for Sentai, which we get into later.
Yeah.
It's good things are happening for me.
I should have gotten product images. I might just do what I do every week and just put Tokugatsu screen up here.
There you go. How do you? It's like I'm interviewing you. How do you feel about the overall
It's a podcast though.
That's true. The overall tone.
What about this? Have you heard about this? Have you heard about the theory that in Elsa Enchanted? Okay.
Omar was telling me about that the other day.
What?
About he saw a string of videos like that, obviously trying to be podcast clips, but did you know that this and that? Really? Go further.
Yeah. I remember those a couple years ago, those 2 dudes.
Yes, dude.
I hated it. So cringe.
Oh my
so
god.
Bad. Have you ever heard of the Pokemon theory? No, what's the Pokemon theory?
Yeah.
Check this out. The Pokemon theory is, whoa, I never heard about that before. Yeah. And check this out.
Very scripted, very nice. That's a little gripe.
Every one of their clips was that. Okay, sorry. How do I feel about?
How do you feel about the overall tone of the bad guys? The good guys are obviously, magic, alchemy, and all that. It seems like a very good, fun time. I know we kind of skipped over it looking like an Ultraman, but in contrast, the first 5 minutes felt like a regular Kamen Rider.
So the bad guys are Egyptian themed.
Right. You can totally tell.
The monsters are even sort of wrapped up like mummies.
Right. You see the hands right there crossed.
Yeah. And the gimmick of the show is trading cards. So Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, it's fine. I don't like the one of them's an actual little girl.
That is weird. That is very.
And I bet you $1 million.
She's gonna be 1,000 years
She's
old.
gonna be yes. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's a very anime.
She's gonna be the oldest one.
Yeah, she's gonna be.
And she is so far. I mean, the way she's acting and the way the other girls act around her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's an anime trope. It needs to be phased out.
Yep.
I had a big gripe with it playing Fire Emblem Tiki, the 1,000-year-old dragon.
Yeah.
That looks like a 13-year-old.
Mhm.
I never liked that.
Mhm.
And now they're bringing it to our live action rider shows, so that's got to stop.
I mean, they've done it before. I don't remember. I'm sure they have. It's just we're gonna have a whole year of that.
I hope that's not a hot take, by the way.
You don't like that?
That we shouldn't have a literal 12-year-old child.
No, that better not be a hot take.
Okay, cool.
It better be accurate. But watch them make her a little girl. Watch.
Yeah.
Like
Like an
almost
actual
went there
little
with Aguilera. Aguilera was a little girl that got pulled into it, but at least her actress was not a little girl.
Right.
What do you think about this?
So this is very reminiscent of Xaid Level 1
Okay.
in my eyes. It's
I doubt he's ever going to turn into this form first again.
no, never.
There's going to be moments, but I bet this happened just because it's the first time. But
It would, them trying new things. He might get locked in that form, one of the episodes. Or
there's
something.
going to be a scene where he's running and has to put the cards in, and then flashlight, and then he's running as Gotchard.
Anime.
The anime Kamen Rider.
Yeah.
Sentai.
Yeah.
Where they do the running henshin Sakamoto.
I think this is really interesting in that they're relying a lot on the CGI for most of the characters in here, or like some digital aspects of it. This seems like it could seems like they should put more money into the main character's 3D model. It looks good. It looks good, but it could be better.
Could be better. And this, I would love for Corridor Digital to check out Kamen Rider or Super Sentai sometime.
Yeah.
Because I know immediately they would compare it to like the Arrow or Flash, the CW shows.
Yeah.
Because just like that, and this, they're made every week.
Yeah, it's a weekly show.
Except the Flash gets breaks.
Yeah.
This is like an anime. It just keeps going. Sometimes they'll have a week off.
For golf.
Like 3 weeks in a whole year off. Maybe if that. But yeah, I'd love for Corridor Crew to check this out.
How do you feel about it?
It's fine. I do think it's there to help sell the toys. I mean, you want to get that toy now.
Yeah, the Toe Collectibles has it up right now, and they have actually the number 2 and number 3 of it. It's the Choshaku Henshin Gotchard 1, which is his base form, which you see in like the Henshin, and his little rider buddies that can be put on like how it is, like how the Henshin scene is in the show. It looks so cool.
It's this one. It's Samurai, Skateboard, and Ant Wrestler.
Right.
And I'll admit, I actually, when they first showed that, I wanted to get this.
It looks so cool.
This was before I saw it in the show. I just like toys.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw Barbie, by the way. Oh, I should have mentioned that last.
You did that today.
I saw Barbie, and
Choshaku Henshin.
I'll talk about it right before we get into Sentai. I'm not gonna get super into it, but that way it's not weirdly in the middle of this Kamen discussion. But yeah, I like when they do toys like that for Rider, because they usually do those for their Rider season, but they hardly ever. I wouldn't say hardly ever, but it's hard for them to keep up with it.
Yeah.
You have one of them for 01.
I do. I have it not super displayed up, but yeah, and that's the
You've
only
opened
one
it,
of it.
Right?
No, I haven't even. It's like sort of displayed. It's like
It's the
in
one
my
that's
closet.
it can be either ice or fire. I think. Yeah.
Fire tiger or ice polar bear.
Yeah, it is cool. And I like those because they're articulated enough, and you can pose them however you want. Oh, and grasshopper, I guess.
Yeah.
But the only downside, in my opinion, is that you can only choose one to pose, one to show.
Yeah, which is the same problem we have with the Shochaku Henshin.
But that lets you, and again, I like toys, lets you play with it.
Yes.
So every now and then you be like, you know what? I want to see what this form looks like, and you take it off, put it on, and do this. Or even you can be crazy and put different. What if he has the firearms and the polar bear legs?
The thing with this, which sort of alleviates that problem, is that the Shochaku Henshin toys it has that, the armor that obviously goes on Gotchard, but the other two forms are
can be
actually
displayed
things.
as a thing. Yeah.
Like the new form that we haven't even seen yet is like the fire tiger bear ant, something like that, and his arms that are the gauntlets.
It's a samurai skateboard. So a samurai armor on a skateboard.
Yes.
And a wrestler ant.
It's a wrestler. Okay.
Wrestler ant. I said that.
Did you?
Yes.
Huh.
Yeah. Anyway,
the arms can be little ants.
Yeah.
It looks so cool. It makes you want to get it.
Yeah, and like I said, I did kind of want to get it because I did like the way that looked and everything. But I'm trying not to get Kamen Rider anymore. I don't want to get super into Rider because I'm already 100% invested in Sentai, Mini at least, and Yudo.
Definitely.
So we'll see. Here's a suit.
Hey,
I've seen it before.
Yeah.
Looks cool. It's still chromy.
How do you feel about that?
It's fine.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna last that long.
No, definitely
maybe a couple
not.
episodes. And I really wish they didn't do this chromy thing, because the second any part of it gets messed up, we're gonna notice it.
Yeah. I do like the little feature. It's like a blink and you miss it moment. The steam coming off of his chest turns into the scarf.
Yeah.
It looks so nice.
Yeah.
That's just me gushing about Kamen Rider.
So they are going to start giving them scarves every year, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe, because Geets definitely had the scarf, or kind of a scarf.
Revice did not.
Rice did not. Saber did not.
No.
01 got one, kind of.
At the end.
In 02.
Yeah, 02. But it's not even like a scarf. It's like a red piece of metal.
But yeah, it's supposed to be. Yeah, he looks cool. The goggles are fine. The eyes are cool. Him being blue is interesting. We hardly ever get blue riders.
Yeah, like Ichigo.
What was the last blue rider?
And his name is Ichimore?
Ichinose.
Ichinose. I call him Ichimonji from Shin Kamen Rider.
What was going backwards? White, pink, red, yellow, pink, red, blue,
pink.
Brazil?
It's gray. Pink accents.
Sure.
Red, blue,
pink, orange, red, orange, red.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not that much blue.
No.
What was before Wizard?
O's.
3 O's. Red, yellow, green.
Yeah.
Double, purple, green. DivKid, pink.
Yeah, pink. Man, he's not pink, actually. He's magenta.
I also said dickhead instead of decade.
Did you really?
Yes.
I can't hear you, I guess.
I know.
I'm not a very good hearer.
And yeah, the suit's cool. I want to see what happens. This just reminds me of like Decade. What?
It's just funny. It's funny that you said it and I heard you say it, but I didn't realize you said it until you pointed it out.
Yeah.
That's hilarious because I love Decade so much. It just comes into my mind.
Dickhead. He's a dickhead.
No.
Oh. This gimmick of the two cards reminds me of Build and Double. I said Decade. Of Build and Double, where you get two, but in Build and Double's situations, it shows it that it's half and half. In here, it definitely is a blend of the two.
It's like a literal combination.
Yeah. Which is cool, interesting, but I have an affinity towards the way it looks in those other two shows because I like the idea of it being
half and half.
Half and half.
Yeah. So, if that were the case, obviously Hopper would be the legs, and then Steamliner would be the top.
Yeah.
So it'd be like.
Oh, you know what? Like
purple
Geets,
and green
does
rider.
that too.
Oh yeah. Like a purple and green rider. That'd be wicked.
Oh, we never had that before.
No.
What do you think of the rider kick?
Super cinematic. It's so good. I love it. Not surprising. It's set up very much like an anime. Very much. I want to keep saying like an Ultraman. just because of like the angles and the how bright it is. The contrast of the show is definitely up. Like the colors are vibrant. The kick itself felt really powerful, but not really emotional. It just seemed like a really good shot to get. It looks really good. I love it. And the effects of him turning back into the hopper, and then the hopper going back on his base body, and then that's what is the kick. Great idea. Very unique.
Okay. I didn't like that.
Oh, you didn't?
I did not like that.
How do you feel?
It went from person to the grasshopper back to the person. It felt tedious and busy, and only there to emphasize again that maybe that's the actual thing it is.
Yeah.
It felt weird and like unnecessary to me.
I'll tell you what though, that shot of him going back and forth was the straw that broke the camel's back for me wanting that Shochaku
Yeah,
Henshin.
I saw you whenever. Sorry, I saw when you were looking at it. Yeah.
Yeah, that was literally like the needle in the haystack, or that was the thing that tipped me over. I was like, oh my god, it looks so cool.
Yeah.
I love it, man.
Yeah.
I love it so much. Gotchard being blue is definitely an homage to Ichigo's original suit, which is blue, like a bluish green. He also has the visor,
Goggles,
which is the goggles, which is like him opening up the suit. Like if you've seen Gotchard on Twitter, you've seen the picture of Ichigo in the suit with his helmet up, and you see his eyes, and then his helmet on top of his eyebrows, and then his his mouth guard, and it looks like that. It looks so good, and I love that design. You sent me a tweet a little while ago about a rumor about them going like all out this year for something coming up for the 35th anniversary.
35th anniversary.
Yeah.
Of ISHII?
Yeah. ISHII, yeah.
25th.
25th? Alright, I can pull it up right now. But yeah.
Well, Zio was 20, and then 5 years after that is this.
Oh, okay. And 25. Yeah, 25th anniversary. They're really going all out. This is such a fast-paced episode.
Yeah.
They're putting a lot of effort into it.
Yeah, it was interesting. We'll see what happens.
Hopefully they don't biff it.
Nah, they the only thing, like I said, is the trading cards thing. The rest of it, the show should be fine. Hope his dad is not obvious, and I hope it's not contained to a movie that we can't see until half a year after it comes out in Japan.
Like 01.
And that we still haven't seen.
Yeah.
And I hope it's not super obvious.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's not the guy in the first.
No,
the first
it
thing
can't
you see.
be, because he would have been like Toto-san.
Right.
Unless he has a fake dad that he's been living with his whole life. Anyway.
Oh.
Do you have any final thoughts on
like Saber?
Gotchard?
Yeah.
No, like 01.
Yeah, Humagear. Yes, I want to say that I have high hopes for this show. Sticking around a lot. Geats, the motifs, and the show itself has an opportunity to come back in the future as an easy, organic way in the show, just because it's like time travel, stuff like this. I hope he just comes back just because he's a cool guy. Like, this is a goofy guy.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't die at the end of the season, because
like,
stop that.
The trend that's happening.
Stop that.
The main writer is effectively changed forever because of the last episode. Like with Revice, he forgets everything, and Vice. And then Geats, obviously he's dead. He's a god now. And 01, he stopped being 01. He's now 02, and he gave that to Izu.
Well, the last thing we saw from 01 was he was in space, which we haven't seen all the movies.
We have not, yeah.
And then Saber, he's like in charge of that. He's became the new, what's his name?
New president?
In Saber?
Oh, my fault. No, yeah, he became the new Guardian.
What's his name?
Who are you thinking about? The blue guy?
Bonjour.
Oh, Tassel.
He became the new Tassel. Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He became the new Tassel for that world.
Yeah. So hopefully, I mean, it was good first episode. Keep it up, and just don't biff it. Don't kill your main guy again.
Please don't biff it. I have high hopes for this, man.
All right. Before we get into King-Ohger, I just want to say real quick, I loved the Barbie movie so much. If you have a mother, a sister, any kind of woman that is important to you in your life, go watch this movie. And I'm saying that well after it already beat the Mario movie in box office this year.
Oh, wow.
And I mean, I contributed to that, of course, but again, it was after. Go watch Barbie, please. And I know I'm saying this also like 2 months after it came out. 3 months, maybe?
No, maybe.
It was a great watch, and please check it out if you can. All right, King-Ohger.
Hey, this is the drama show now.
Yeah, I mean, it always kind of was. They had goofy moments.
Yeah.
But they definitely try to have higher stakes in King-Ohger.
Mm-hmm.
But they feel more earned.
Think so?
Yeah.
Just because we had a 2-year time skip?
No, I'm talking about period in general. All of King-Ohger so far. Everything that happens feels earned. Because of how they handle their actors and characters and everything. There was some really fun shots in this. I tried to catch a couple. What did you think about the fact that the kings were gone?
I like that. Obviously, there's a lot of mystery between that it's solved at the end of the episode.
Right at the end.
But I like that they took responsibility for the actions that happened to them. Like, this happened. Obviously, they're kings and queens. They could just brush it off.
Mm-hmm.
Just do not that thing. But they've been in prison for 2 years. I love that they're gone.
I don't know if it was 2 years. We don't know how long they were in there.
True. But I love that these guys have respectively taken up the mantle of leader.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not that great at it.
No.
It's not a one-to-one comparison.
No.
They weren't trained in it. I do like that since the kings are gone, it has a chance to give them a lot more off-screen development, like the 2 years that have happened. But more of that, it's not just their lives progressing, it's they've been in prison. Something could have happened and they're like hard-boiled. I
think they went in prison relatively recently.
Okay.
That's why everybody was so shit at their job in the kingdoms. I have a headcanon theory that I've been messing around with in my head. I haven't really said it out loud.
Headcanon.
But Kaguragi's actor has a twin brother. I think it'd be funny if the main Kuroda was his twin brother. They don't address it at all.
Yeah.
It just, when you see his face, he just looks exactly like the king. And I'm bringing this up because he had a speaking line in this, and he kind of sounded like him.
He sounded
just like Kaguragi Dubyosuke.
Whenever the kudos talk, or the, what are they called?
Kuroda? I don't know.
Yeah. Whenever they talk, it's always a surprise. Just because of that rule, like they can't show their faces.
Mm-hmm.
I always, in my mind, connect that with they can't talk. They're silent, but that's not true. So whenever he was talking, I was like, whoa, he's speaking for real. But also, I thought it was Dubyosuke himself.
Yeah. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. Them being that. The episode does start off pretty heavy and intense.
Oh, yeah.
And this is what I mean by it feels earned. The way this is directed, the way this is shot, the way this is done, it just hits a lot harder and better.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you can see the last thing, and this feels, we just saw the last episode last week. That's when it aired.
Right.
It feels like more time has passed. Because, I mean, they tell you and it just looks like it. But the last shot we saw, kind of, except for the exterior shot, was Jeremy being happy that he's the king of something,
Mhm.
and he's content, and he just beat Death. No, wait, he didn't beat Death Rock, but all that happened. And the first shot we see here is him beat up on the floor.
It's like just straight up.
So that sort of parallel of like going from that high to this incredible low.
Mhm.
Like I said, they know what they're doing. The directing, the light, everything is just working.
This show definitely feels like it is a week-to-week show, but it definitely feels like they've been festering over this script for many, many years.
Yeah. What do you think about this little guy?
I hate him. You know me, I don't like super powerful characters that never get buffed.
Don't get buffed?
Yeah, that don't get nerfed. Sorry, I don't like that. It seems like there's no way to beat him.
Yeah.
Like there's there's no way. Like I know this is the show, and I know that they'll win in the end, but just in like the show's perspective, this guy is the ruler of the universe.
Yeah.
There is no way that they can beat him. Obviously, they're gonna find his weakness, and like that baby thing in his head is like his weakness or something.
Can you see what it is?
No,
It's a tardigrade.
What?
It's a little water space bear.
Really?
Type that in. Have you seen those before?
No. What is that? Tardigrade?
I think I said it right. Tardigrade? I don't think I said that right.
Jesus, it is.
It says it's a little. Looks like a bear, right? But it's a bug.
Yeah, it's a little bug bear.
Yeah. That's what's in his helmet.
That's crazy. Oh my god. Aren't tardigrades like the largest? No.
No, they're
I'm thinking of something else.
tiny.
No. I was gonna say, aren't they the largest single cell organism?
Oh.
Obviously, they're not.
Yeah, I think their thing is that they can survive anything. I think. I like that he is that. I really like that a lot.
Yeah, that adds a lot to the story. I don't super hate him. I'm just saying that this guy is super. This guy is super buffed. He's broken, like straight up.
Yeah.
I want to see how they beat him.
He has to be a fun, like, ooh, this looks fun.
Yeah.
Kind of guy for them to stand a chance.
And with the poster that we got with the schedule, quote unquote lineup, they're gonna be done with him by October.
I don't think so.
Are you think that we're gonna go to Earth and he's still gonna be there, like in the background or something?
Maybe.
You think so?
I don't think they're gonna be done with him in a month. Especially because of what the next episode is gonna be.
So definitely. This is like I said, a goofy, silly show sometimes. What if one of these guys takes over his role? Like Jeremy became the ruler of Bugnarok. He's actually the ruler of the bugging sex.
I wouldn't like that if it was Jeremy.
No?
No, because he did that already.
Would you like it if it was Racules?
Ooh, yeah.
Because they really skipped over his death like nothing.
Yeah.
And like they found his body.
Quote unquote.
Quote unquote. And then we haven't seen him yet. But that'd be something, huh?
I, like a lot of the other people in the Discord, I'm waiting for him to come back because he's due. I think he's gonna come back.
Definitely.
Yeah, this goofy little guy. I think he's fun.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He is probably the most powerful thing we've ever seen in a Sentai.
In Toku.
Outside of gods. But I'm super into it. I want to see how these seemingly normal, quote unquote, humans, Terrarians maybe, handle this dude. The bad guys that he has, his little minions or whatever, I think they're going to be dealt with accordingly. And I hope that they are around for a while so that we don't have a new monster of the week every week.
Okay.
We have these guys jumping in, kind of like
Q Ranger.
Or Q Ranger. I think Q Ranger did that too. Q Ranger was a little looser, but yeah.
So whenever you said more appropriately or more
they're gonna be dealt with appropriately.
Yeah, dealt with more appropriately. Do you mean by like dealing with them all at once, or dealing with them one by one by one by one, like that, right?
Yeah.
Just like by like maybe every 2 weeks or something like that. Maybe every 3 or 4 episodes, another boss gets beat.
I think every month.
You think so?
Mm-hmm. Like we used to have generals back in the day.
Yeah.
What was the last time we had a general?
Q-Ranger.
No.
Real Soldier.
No. Kira Major, I guess.
Kira Major.
Zenkaiger. Bokwas. Bokwas, that's not his name. I'm thinking of somebody else. The what's his the military soldier guy.
Yeah.
He was a general.
Don Armage. No. That's Q-Ranger.
You're still thinking about Q-Ranger.
I love Q-Ranger. No.
You don't remember what I'm talking about? Barashita, that's his name.
Barashita. Oh, the grenade guy.
Zenkaiger, yes.
Yes. Okay, yeah.
And then there was that generals in Lupat.
Yes.
With Don Gennaro, DiGiorno.
Don DiGiorno. Kamen.
Yeah, so Inside Baseball. I tried to cut back on how many pictures we took so we can make these discussions faster.
Right.
When I get to Sentai, I was like, oh man, there's so many pictures I want to take. But I knew I had to take pictures of our heroes in their new looks.
Mm-hmm.
So here's Gast with his new blonde hair. Kaguragi with his longer wig.
Oh, come on, man.
What? It's a wig. Kimeno Ran with her like sleeker dress. It's not as big anymore.
Yeah, also I think they did something with her she doesn't have that stuff on her neck anymore, right?
Oh yeah, maybe she does. I don't really see it. Having just seen Barbie again, she looks totally like a Barbie. Rita has a little shorter hair.
Mm-hmm. Also, Rita's slimmer, right?
The suit is less, yeah.
That's what it looks like.
There's less of the
Because
suit.
Rita looks taller.
Longer?
Yeah.
Purple eyebrows.
Purple eyebrows.
Jeremy has a different part on his hair, and Gira doesn't have the braids anymore.
And he's wearing Rackless's old general commander
suit thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had to get a shot of our new heroes and how they look. What do you think?
I love it.
Again, it makes it feel like time has passed.
Yeah, like a lot of time.
Yeah.
Even though it was only 2 years,
mm-hmm.
it feels like these characters have changed 4 times over into people that we don't know anymore, that we have to relearn now.
Now, since we know this is going to go into some sort of Kyoryuger thing,
mm-hmm.
one of my favorite things about Kyoryuger is in Kyoryuger, there is a point in the show, kind of in the middle, where they seemingly defeat the final boss.
Oh, okay.
Because they're so on top of their shit.
Mm-hmm.
They're able to handle whatever they can, whatever gets thrown at them, and they do it. And then, inevitably, turns out he was hiding.
Oh no!
Big Bad comes back and everything. I'm not saying it's gonna happen here, but that's something I like about what they did in King-Ohger.
Mm-hmm.
In King-Ohger, they definitively, bad guy's gone. 2 years happen.
Yeah.
And what I like about Kyoryuger is that they are those bitches. They're that strong. They're that OP that they can handle it. That's how I feel about King-Ohger. King-Ohger are those bitches. They can and will handle what comes at them. And having that 2-year time gap, I really want to see how they've trained, how they've gotten better, because these guys do not feel like they would have sat around for 2 years.
Definitely not, even though it was 2 years apiece.
Yeah. So even this guy, Kira, he jumped into gold form. He didn't even do red.
Right.
Which I think is in part of Kyoryu Red, because he's going to be red on the team for a bit and he's going to be gold.
Yeah.
Fine.
What would you categorize that? 6th? 7th?
Extra. Banglai. But yeah, I like that about King-Ohger, what we've seen so far. Of course, I'm down. I'm interested. Let's go.
Yeah.
I loved this scene where this guy Doo-Doo Head, what's his name?
I don't. Okay, so
Doug.
I said Durudugar. I said his name right after he said it in the show, and it felt like I was spasming, like with my voice and with my tongue, because the way it's too many, it's too much to say. Durarurag, Doug,
Dagded, Dujardin,
DiGiorno, Bugden DiGiorno,
Dagded. Let's just go with Dagded.
Dagded.
I loved when he was showing him, this is his planet and what I did to this planet and this planet. Check this out. I love that whole sequence. It was, yes, to show his power level and how strong he is, and to show Gira like there's more to what you think about life and, Earth and everything, or Terra.
Just to really like stamp in, like, hey, I'm the king of the universe. You said my name wrong. Here's 5 planets to throw at your kingdom. And then they put him through and then he puts him through all this stuff, where in the sequence, like how it shows in the picture right there, he's super small. The scene before that, he is bigger than the planet, looking at Gira floating around the desolate wasteland. It definitely seems like they're making him very goofy, silly guy.
Yeah.
And I really like that. But he's just super overpowered. And I need to see how they do this.
Yeah, his whole thing is that he's just rearranging his room.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, man. His room is the entire universe. And then he says to Gira, nobody knows what's going on outside of the universe. This is just my room. And then we see, it zooms out to a scene of outside of the universe. Presumably that he can go there. And it's like a white void. It is crazy power scaling.
Yeah. I feel like when he says this universe, he literally means this universe, the King-Ohger universe.
Right.
I think they're gonna find a way to get to the Kyoryuger universe. We'll see.
Like they get out of the room into the white void. I want to see that happen.
Yeah, and here's a good shot of our villains, our new crew.
I really like. Can you guess which one I really like? Out of the 3 new people?
The ninja guy?
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that guy.
Yeah.
I even wore the same ninja parachute pants as him right now.
Okay. You planned that, no?
No, but it definitely helped. It's great. He's also kind of cyberpunk too.
Yeah, I'm super hyped for this continuation. I'm glad they're doing something like this, because again, it feels new, it feels fresh. Let's keep it going. I'm excited for the new toys. Let me bring them up real quick.
New toys, new toy time. Hey, pre-orders are coming out. Toku Collectibles, if you're listening to me, we met the man himself. I know you have to upcharge for everything, to get your piece of it. The memorial ride watches that are coming in, they're supposed to be $45. Why are they $85?
Because of shipping.
Yeah.
Because of shipping.
I mean, I'm just bitching. I'm gonna buy them anyways.
So here's shots of the new engine item that King is gonna use.
God.
With the King-Ohgers.
So it's definitely a gun, right?
What?
I mean, you see that hinge at the bottom right there, right? Yes, it's a gun. Sword.
A gun sword?
Yeah, a gun sword.
I mean, they would show that.
True. I'm only basing that off that hinge right there. Literally that right there.
That button?
Yeah.
No, that's the button you pressed for the sounds. I'm pretty sure. And then this re-release. Not re-release. New release It's got better hinges. It's got actual articulation, kind of.
Called the action version.
And he actually combines with King-Ohger. Well, some of King-Ohger. He doesn't have Kuwagata. Yeah. It's going to be wild stuff. I wonder what happens to Gira during this.
Yeah.
And Spider Kimonos. But we'll see.
Because he's taking up that red mantle.
I have this bookmarked because of course I do. This is our first and best clear shot of Kyoryu Red's new form, King Kyoryu Red.
Mm-hmm.
We can see he has sort of that top that the other King-Ohgers have, but underneath is his carnival power-up suit and the helmet even. It's interesting. We'll see what happens. I like what I'm seeing though. I just love that he's here. What is weird is the blog sort of states his character is a mystery.
Oh, okay.
Which it shouldn't be. But if they're saying that, I think it might mean that he's not the same person.
It's not the same king that we know.
They're not the same king. It might be somebody else. A new look at the Kyoryuger to be recorded at the earliest possible time. What kind of hero are they? What kind of character is he? Everything is shrouded in mystery, but we are sure they will be active by the time we release the product. Please look forward to its release. So I think what that means is the King-Ohger is not going to know who he is. And it's going to be weird for them. But we'll know he's a good guy. I think. I hope. He should be active by the time it releases. This set is due November. And on the little poster we showed last week, he is scheduled to be in the show in October. So we will know by then for sure what kind of character he is.
The Candy Toy blog also included the pictures of the boxes that are going to be inside of it. Or the boxes of the characters. There's something weird in there.
Yeah, they didn't really elaborate these extra pieces here.
It says something mysterious. There's some mysterious
These
parts in
things
here.
If you can see my mouse, yeah. I mean, cool. Also, hey, we got new toys here. I'm excited. Finish the team. Kyoryu Red and then the 2 gold forms.
Yeah.
But yeah, those pieces are weird.
I've been trying to rack my brain around it. I have no idea what they could be.
Shout out to Aqua for getting a Soto figure.
Oh, dude.
Good job, guys.
So go over to to Kamen Rider's blog just for a quick second. All the way down. Or just to Aqua.
Real quick. They're doing the premium thing for this again. And I just want to show you guys this ridiculousness. Okay. So this is Soto retail, right? See the stickers, and then the arrow goes to the premium Bandai one. Look at this here. Look at the premium Bandai version.
Yeah. Stickers where there shouldn't be stickers.
It's crazy.
It's crazy because the pipes right there on his side, the regular Soto, those look horrendous. On his
oh, these right here?
Yeah. But on the premium, they look amazing.
Yeah.
Why you gotta?
It's weird.
Is it because they're metallic?
I don't get it.
You really could have just.
I don't get it.
Painted that metallic, dog.
But yeah, you can also see
they dirty them up.
They dirtied them up for premium. Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah. A funny little tidbit from the announcement of O's Tajador and Aqua. Aqua was one of the base templates of a popular Photoshop for what what Gotchard was going to look like.
Oh yeah.
So I hadn't, since I don't know anything about O's, I hadn't learned about this character at all since that leak was going on and it was debunked that it was actually just Aqua. And apparently there's like a lot of hype about this guy.
He's one of the only figures from back then. Well, I mean, they did Soto Chronicle, and he's from an O's movie. They didn't even touch him.
Wow.
And then the guy who runs the Soto Pop blog, Soto Pop Twitter, and the Discord, Frozen Stratos, that we ran into.
It wasn't a crazy coincidence. It was a crazy because obviously he was gonna be there, and so were we. It was a crazy happenstance that we saw him, and that you pointed out, hey, you're the guy.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh yeah, hey, how you doing?
Yeah. But he has a raging hard boner for Aqua.
Does he?
Because when they were doing, the reason Aqua's even getting a figure is because they had voting open, and you got to vote for whatever figure you wanted for them to turn into a Soto Chronicle. He was pushing for this guy to get his figure hard. Sorry, bro, I didn't vote for him. Hey, he won anyway. I still want my Apple Rider.
Who'd you vote? Oh, they haven't made an Apple
Riders.
That's the only Gaim Chronicle that was made, huh?
From the movies.
Yeah.
Movie. Golden Apple, Silver Apple, and Pink Apple.
I gotta say, Soto Pop, if you're listening to this, this is your favorite. I gotta respect that. He does not look good, in my opinion.
What the hell are you starting fights for?
I'm not starting fights. I'm just saying that I'm sure he was a cool character and all that, but looking at him, there's no excitement for me.
I love Water, so he's cool. I like him. He's cool in my book. Water the element, Water. That's my boy.
I don't know. Maybe
I don't have any comments like that.
I am a Kamen Rider fanboy. I should love this guy, but I don't know. There's just something about him.
Yeah. So it's great because when this happened on the Discord, people were exploding, and that was really funny and cool. And I'm happy for you guys, really am.
Yeah.
But I want my Apple Riders, goddammit. Now that we got this, let's all work together to get those Apple Riders.
Okay. Yeah.
Because again, they did Gaim Chronicle.
Yeah.
They did not touch that.
You want to start that movement?
Give me the Apple Riders, and if they can, eventually, give me the giant watermelon too.
Oh, okay.
That would be amazing.
Hey, so they're doing this premium stuff that's going on. They just announced premium number 2, which was the picture that we just saw. Maybe premium number 4 or 5, if we get that far, will be premium Decade if he's in the show. And I'm buying like 5 of those.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, premium probably. Yeah.
I'm buying like premium Decade.
Buy them from somewhere else. I mean, get them from Total Collectibles if you're still comfortable with that. But you don't like the price that they have on.
It's $40 per figure, dog.
That's for what?
For the premium.
Oh, for the yeah.
$40 per picture per.
It's wild.
Yeah.
That's why I would rather.
I don't want
the Gotchard built.
I don't want to say anything bad about.
No, it makes sense. It has to. Yeah,
right.
I mean,
because he has to upcharge.
Yeah.
I mean, we met the guy. He's super nice. He was talking to you for a long time about the stuff that they had on display there at Morphicon. But obviously, I want to get to. If you know Toku, you know Toku Collectibles. Obviously, that doesn't need anything. But Toku Collectibles, hit us up. I want to sponsor us.
Yeah, I'll see if I can send an email.
Absolutely.
That'd be cool. Yeah. Does anybody like if
anybody is there a class?
Did you have anything else you wanted to add to King-Ohger 27? Yeah.
Yeah,
you're raising your hand.
Audio listeners, yes.
Yes.
I'm raising my hand. Yeah. I really want dedicated backstories for all of these guys, and not just like this guy made them so they're loyal to him. I want real, like, hard-hitting backstories. We have the track record of having really good side character stories in King-Ohger. I want these guys to have like fully developed characters, arcs, and anything.
What about your favorite character?
No, not him.
What about him?
I'm glad he died 2 times in this episode.
He didn't though.
Because he's fucking everywhere and nowhere. Is that why?
Because he gave them the swords to break out of prison.
But is he real though?
Who knows?
Who knows? Who knows with that guy?
He doesn't do it as bad as he did in the first episode.
No, it was very aggressive.
First episode he was in,
Yeah.
Poopy.
It was very. It surprised me how soft-spoken someone can be that can attack my eardrums that well. It was crazy.
Yeah.
But I'm very excited for this. Since this is obviously a toy commercial, these toys are going up, like in value, quantity, and quality. It is crazy. What are we gonna do? Are we just gonna have to like pay in for everything?
I mean, if you want it.
That is true. You know I'll always buy from Toe Collectibles, man. I've been doing it for too long. And Mandarake. Huh? What are your final thoughts?
King-Ohger is going to be great. September is my birth month, so it better be.
Yeah.
Everybody, if you got this far into the podcast, my girl from Girls who quit Girls, ISHII Ran, is in a new program where you can vote for her to win this thing to maybe debut again. She is in Produce 101 Japan the Girls. She has a YouTube video fan cam of her. Go watch, go vote. This has nothing to do with King-Ohger. Just do it, please. She's amazing.
Just happen?
ISHII Ran. That happened yesterday morning.
Okay.
Hold on. Yeah, yesterday morning. And I was hype all day.
Jeez.
Yeah, she left Girls, and she's gonna do her own thing, and she's gonna maybe debut with a new group. She's already pretty popular there, so let's do this.
All right. So
ISHII Ran.
campaign time, I guess.
Not for America. We can't really vote, but I'm gonna retweet and all that I can do.
Campaign for us. Show Super Hyper Podcast. I want to hear what y'all think about our program and how we do things. Obviously, I would love feedback. And I want to hear from y'all, interacting and everything. Get on our ass about making stuff, because I've been festering on like 5 TikToks that I still haven't made. Dude, I gotta get on that. 'Cause my first TikTok sort of blew up that one night that I posted it, and I think I could do it again. I mean, I don't like control it, but I think it'll happen again.
Hopefully. All right, guys. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching if you did. Again, I am Super Blastex. Hit me up everywhere. Like, follow, subscribe. Super Blastex on Twitter. On TikTok, the Super Blastex. Super Blastex on Instagram. Right here on YouTube as well. Leave a comment. Let us know what you think. Vote for ISHII Ran. Yeah.
I am Toku Tony. Follow me everywhere at Toku Tony, except for Twitter. On Twitter, I am Tony Toku, unfortunately. I want to hear from y'all. I want to know what the community feels about Gotchard, like more directly. It was great. It's been a pleasure. Thank you very much. Please somebody get me ID too. I will pay you for shipping and everything, please.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.